I am not doing a live stream right this second. I will be in a little bit. But I actually wanted to do a YouTube video, and I'm too lazy to do it the right way and do all this editing, so I'm just going to do this little quick thing right over the PlayStation 4 stream. But 6 a.m. woke up this morning and to find out that the PlayStation Classic is coming out, little mini, much like the SNES and the, you know, kind of what Nintendo's been doing, and Sega and Atari were doing before Nintendo. And all I can say is I think this is awesome. This is I don't know. I'm pumped for it. Even though I have most of the PlayStation games that I want, but just when stuff like this happens, it's just a good time to be a gamer, and it's just a great era for us all. But there's a couple things that I wanted to talk about that I haven't seen anyone address yet. Maybe in the comments, but not in the video. Of course, I haven't seen all the videos just yet. But one of the things is, I really hope that Sony does it right, and what I mean by that is they're going to release 20 games, 5 that we already know. The thing about the 5, you could pretty much get them all in the PSN store. What's weird is the one game, Jumping something, I've never even heard or played that game, and I'm just kind of like, the PlayStation library is so big that there shouldn't be really anything on there that's, I mean, maybe that's a great game. I've never played it or whatnot, and maybe there's a lot of people that are like, yes, that's awesome, I can't believe they put that on there, and that's great and all. But I don't think there should be any, with the library that they have, there shouldn't be not one game on there that's not good. So I can't really say anything, but I just know I've never heard that game before. The Jumping whatever game, I have to look back. I don't have all my information up. But anyways, but you can get them all on the PlayStation Store, and it's kind of like, well, you know, I have a Vita. I can get all those games on there. I have a Vita TV, so if I want them on the big screen, I can do that too. So I'm hoping that they will put at least 1 or 2 games on there that you can't get in the PSN store. And I'm sure a lot of you right now are probably like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And I'm hoping Sony will do that and not just put all, 20 games that you can download on the PSN store. It's like, I mean, to really knock this out of the park, just put 1 or 2 games that you can't download anywhere. The only way to get it is actually buy it, or do emulation or whatever. But so one thing that kind of worries me is they showed Wild Arms. I mean, Final Fantasy, that's great, that's a given. I think there's going to be a lot of the givens. You're going to have your Crash. There's probably going to be a Tomb Raider. There's probably going to be possibly Metal Gear. What else is there going to be? Shit, I can't think of it. Crash Bandicoots, probably a Jet Moto. I mean, those are a given. We all know that somewhere along the line, those are going to be on there. But, they put Final Fantasy VII on there, would make sense. And then they added Wild Arms, which is great. And it's a first-party RPG for the Sony PlayStation. What bothers me about Wild Arms is I could get that on the PlayStation Store. So I'm hoping that they're going to add another 1 or 2 more RPGs. I mean, obviously, you don't want to fill the whole thing up with RPGs, because you could easily do that because there was just so many RPGs on the PlayStation. That's kind of, pretty much the pinnacle era of RPGs and JRPGs. But if they have to choose one more, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there like Legend of Dragoon, but you can get Legend of Dragoon on the PlayStation Store. It's a great game. I get it. I was like, but why not this game? Why can't we have this game? And unfortunately, my thing is not flipped, and that kind of sucks. And that's Legend of Legaia. This is not on the PlayStation Store, and this is a first-party title. Let me try something real quick. Give me 1 second. Minor error. I'm not even gonna edit this out. I'm just like wigging it right now. I'm just wigging this YouTube video. It's just a crazy. Just give me 1 second. See if this even works. I don't even know if this will work. Does this even work? Let's see. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. There you go. Bam. So, yeah, Legend of Legaia. This is a first-party title. Not sure why it's on the PlayStation Store, but this should be on there. This would be huge in my opinion if they put that on there. Wild Arms, that's great and all, and obviously that's what we're getting. But hopefully, if they add one more, I'm hoping that it's not Legend of Dragoon. I'm hoping that it's like Legend of Legaia. Okay. Another thing that I think would be really sweet is like a 2-for-1, kind of like the Final Fantasy Chronicles. You get 2 games in one. Doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but something where you get 2 for 1. So actually, even though we're getting 20 games, we might get 21 games or 22 games. You know what I mean? Kind of a good idea. But a really cool, another really cool game that you can't get on the PlayStation Store that I think would be like, I don't know, just awesome if they put it on there. Is Skull Monkeys. I mean, come on. I mean, granted, you know Crash Bandicoot's going to be on there, but if I had a choice between Crash Bandicoot and Skull Monkeys, I'd take Skull Monkeys. Why? Because I can get Crash Bandicoot, you know, well, for starters, it's all remastered on the PS4, so I can play it in Epic HD and, you know, with new coat of paint and everything. Second, I can play it on my Vita. I can play it on my PlayStation TV. But, I mean, obviously, for me, I can play this on my PlayStation 3. But it would be nice to have a little PlayStation that I could, you know, take places and be like, hey, check out this Skull Monkeys game, instead of lugging around my PlayStation 3. Emulation, that's a whole nother thing. That's kind of like cheating. I'm all for emulation. I got a Raspberry Pi, but it's kind of like cheating. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like everyone's like, oh, just get a Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I get all that, but it's just kind of cool to have stuff. I mean, you know, we're all collectors. As you see, I got games. Some of you that are watching, I mean, we're collectors. We like to have the stuff. So, more stuff, better. Anyways, so, what else? I mean, I got my Vita up with the store. I kind of, let's see. If for some reason they were going to put a Persona game, I would hope that they would not put Persona 2. Although Persona 2 is like the pinnacle of Persona on the PS1, why not put Persona 1? Alright, because you can get Persona 2 in the PSL. Add Persona 1. But that's kind of the bulk of my video. I'm hoping that Sony, you know, to me, does it right. And obviously, most of the titles that are going to be on there will be stuff that you could download in the PSN store. But that, you know, that's just a given. But I just don't see why they couldn't add 1 or 2 games, if not 3. I'm hoping, you know, 3. 4 would be awesome, but that's probably stretching too far. At least 1 or 2 games that you can't get on the PSN store. And some great ones, not a game that you haven't heard or something stupid like that, just like a great game, like you know, Skull Monkeys or Legend of Legaia, something like that. Persona 1. I mean, there's so many out there, you know, especially even the first party. But you know, we all pretty much know what the givens are going to be. I mean, there's just going to be, you know, your Crash Bandicoots, all that. Those are going to be there. But I'm really hoping, and maybe that's what they're doing, waiting, because maybe they're trying to get some feedback. So my feedback is to Sony is put some games on there, at least 1 or 2, that you can't download on the PSN store. It's like you can't get these anywhere unless, okay, you buy it on eBay or something like that and get the real copy. But you can't get a downloaded version. Emulation's a different thing. Download a version on a Sony product. You know, you get what I'm trying to say. So I just want to make this quick video. Real lazy, whatever, blah blah blah. It's gonna post up right now, blah blah. Maybe I might make a thumbnail, I don't know, but and hopefully a couple of people get to see this video, because I don't even know YouTube's algorithm with this kind of thing. I don't even know. It's like my first time doing it, but I just wanted to get that out there real quick. Video on this, and yeah. So, anyways, guys, This is Shred the Gamer. Until next time, I will shred you later.